G'day guys, thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard and these are items found from my friends over at the Value Village here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So in this haul reveal we're going to be opening these up, putting them on the table, checking out information online, and trying to figure out whether or not I found some awesome items. Well, you know what, they're awesome to me because I think they look cool, but you never really know what you're gonna get as far as how much you would have had to spend outside of the thrift store. So that's what I like to do, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to find some online information about this puzzle thing, but I'm excited to share this with you. So without further ado, let's put this on the table, check it out, check things out online, and see what I find out about these awesome items today. So here we have all of our items all placed on our table here. As you can see, we've got this mummy that just wants to get out of here. And we've got this really cool puzzle. So let's lay it all out and check online and see what we're looking at here, and let's see how our values went. We spent a whole $2 plus another $6 or so, oh, sorry, another $4. So that's about $6 of Value Village packaging here. Let's see what we found today. So as you can see, we have our figures and haul laid out here, and I think we're going to start with the puzzles and work my way this way. So the first thing that I found at Value Village was this 2-pack of puzzles for $1.99, and it consisted of this awesome Joker Poker sliding tile game. I used to be a big fan of these when I was in elementary school, the ones where you would have to order them from 1 to 12 or 1 to 15 or something like that. There was always one extra space, right? So I think it was 1, 2, 4, 8, 11, 12, I don't know, I forget now. But anyway, I was a real fan of them and I used to be really good at them. So I'm not sure what this Joker Poker game is like. I'm going to have to look online to sort of see how it's supposed to be ordered, but I'm a big fan of this. It just sort of speaks to my childhood as far as puzzle games go. I'm also a sucker for these retro-looking games. Now, if you look at this, it's called Next Floor by Oscar, 2009. And there's a little metal ball in there. And I think what the idea is that you're supposed to try to work the ball underneath into the large holes on each floor, hence the game called being Next Floor. It's very difficult to actually move the ball to the levels here, although I have popped the ball out successfully. So it's just kind of a unique item. I don't know how much something like this would be online because I haven't found a listing for it on eBay, but it is fairly well done. And nicely, like almost handmade kind of thing with the burnt kind of wood detailing. Very nice, unique puzzle game. I've never really seen anything like that with the ball there, as you can see. So you do work the ball from the top floor to the bottom and then vice versa, and I think that's how it works. I have to check up online again for some more instructions so that I can play with this properly, but I am looking forward to giving that and Joker Poker a little bit of a puzzle try there. Now, when I found these guys in the package, it was actually really hard to find an eBay listing or Amazon listing for these particular style of characters. This is actually Megatron from the Transformers Armada, and this is some sort of an unidentified robot. I cannot figure out who that is. It doesn't look like a Transformer per se. It doesn't have any kind of symbol, Autobot, or Decepticon. It looks very abstract. But this, you can see the Decepticon symbol right there. So Megatron and the random robot, they almost look like game pieces. They don't appear to be, like I thought they were titanium series figures actually, and these are both plastic. They're not die cast at all. So if you guys happen to know where these are from, I would really appreciate it because I always love to learn what I'm hauling. But yeah, they have some fairly cool detail. Even this obscure yellow one here, it is well detailed, as you can see in the light there, and no articulation though. These are molded figures and they're really good for display. Megatron here from the Armada series. I haven't even watched Transformers Armada, but if you can see in the light there just how really wonderfully intricate that detail is. And you can sort of see that he does transform into a tank with the crushers in between there. A pretty good rendition of the Armada figure according to the pictures that I've seen online there. So not a bad find, finding these two within my $3.99 package for the action figures here. But it gets even better as we go along here. Okay, so this guy is a Leonardo figure. This is actually a 2007 5-inch McDonald's figure. And the neat thing about this is that his head looks like a bobblehead, but what happens is when you press his head, his shell pops open, and then he's got like a hidden compartment. So it's kind of a neat almost like a, I don't know if you've ever seen those old style books where they look like books on the outside, but they actually have a hidden container inside. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Just sort of an action figure that happens to double as a little secret compartment. Now, this particular figure, I've actually found an eBay listing, not overly sought after, only $3.99 plus $5 shipping, so it's about a $10 figure. Considering I picked this up at a $4 package, I think splitting it up among the five here, I'm spending less than $1 per figure, and I think I walked out way ahead on Leonardo here. Now, this guy was a little bit obscure. I wasn't sure if it was from a movie or a cartoon, but a little bit of research, and I found that this was from The Mummies Alive, a short-lived animated show about 4 Egyptian warriors that protect and serve the spirit of a young pharaoh. It was a short-lived series. It only lasted from September 1997 to November 1997, and it was an American animated series. Now, this guy's name is actually Jackal, and he is actually one of the many figures from a set. And the set isn't overly sought after either. It's only about, well, it's kind of weird. The currency on this eBay listing is for German dollars. So $4.99 in Germany plus $8 for shipping. I'm going to be guessing it's about a $10 or $12 figure. Considering I've paid about $1 for it, that's not bad actually. I love the detailing in him though. Really cool, tough royal looking face there. I love the detail as far as the burlap wraps all around his arm. Love the little jewelry and his helmet there. If I can get it into focus here, there we go. Love that expression too, really, really confident, lean and muscular, really cool sash here, and the pants, limited articulation and just in the hips and in the legs and the head there, but overall a really good figure, about a $10 figure from Mummies Alive, not bad at all. Now, for you guys that are quite the connoisseurs of action figures, I hope that you can appreciate what I'm holding in my hands here. And for those of you who don't know, I'm about to educate you. This is a Bandai figure, and it is an Imperial Dragmon Digimon action figure. Digimon is another animated series very much along the veins of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! With fantastical creatures and robots and everything else. So this particular iteration of this robot, though, is it's actually from a series called Figurarts. And Figurarts are a high-end action figure brand. Without a word of a lie, this is like a gem of a find, and I haven't found something this valuable in a Value Village package in a long, long time. Now, like I said, I paid $4 for the action figure, so that works out to be about $1 each, less than $1 each. This figure, out of box, from Amazon is one example, $88.99. From a place called Sure Thing Toys, it's $72.99. And on eBay, before shipping, I have listings that list this as high as $241 without shipping. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Figurarts is an amazing toy line. They make hyper detailed Street Fighter figures and Star Wars figures. There's no end to them. They are high end. All of their figures cost about $100 before any type of premium, like as far as when you order them online or in a store, they are about easily $80 to $90, if not more. So this guy, eBay-wise, it's asking quite a big premium. On Amazon, it's about less than $100, okay? But considering I paid less than $1 for this guy, I think that is just the hugest find in a long time. I think the last time I found a figure that was worth over $100 was the Pennywise glow-in-the-dark mystery pop. So yeah, I don't often find figures like this, but when I do, I find that it's a very fortunate thing. I don't know why the previous owner donated this, because it clearly cost a lot to start with. But as my good friend and customer, Dom, whose haul I'm going to be revealing very near future, he says, when you buy things like over, years ago, and you've had your fun from it, you've had your display time with it, it's only as worth as much as someone is willing to pay for it. And eventually, you've got your value out of it. If you did spend $100 and you think you got $100 worth of fun out of it, then it's lived its value, right? And giving it away isn't so bad. So, I mean, if I was going to resell this, I probably would ask at least maybe $5 or $10 for it at least. But I mean, it really is like a primo figure. This guy has articulation in the arms. The fists are static. The head does move. He does have a little bit of torso action here. The legs are a little bit loose for this figure. It has been well loved and played with, but he's got rotational ball joints here in the knees, up and down joints here for the hips, and even his feet have articulation as well. So a primo figure worth over $100 at least. If someone was going to pay a collector's price for it, and a very, very fortunate find from my friends over at the Value Village here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for this video. Again, really super fortunate finds today. Really happy to find a couple puzzle games to speak to my childhood here, but also to find some really cool Transformers and then some really good primo figures, especially this awesome Digimon figure. Very fortunate to find it, and it's just the luck of the draw, guys. The more often you go to a thrift store, the more often you will find something really cool and maybe possibly valuable. I'm not too worried about value myself, unless I really need the money. But no, that's for them. 3, 2, 1, go. So I don't really worry about value myself. I don't try to flip these for very much at all. But I try to ask a fair, cheap price for them when I put them in my marketplace. Eventually, these guys are going to have to go to my marketplace because I'm going to continue to haul and over again. So I mean, these guys will probably find their way into the overflow at a future date. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this haul, and I hope you can check out the playlist link below. I have tons of haul reveals as well as the Advent Calendar series in my haul reveals playlist. Also check out my vlogs and my Just Me, as well as what's for sale currently in my Overflow Marketplace. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please hit like and or subscribe so that you can stay in touch with me and know what is new and exciting here at Richard's Corner. In the meantime, I wish you happy hunting and happy collecting. I hope that all of your thrifty finds are equally awesome. Please stay tuned for the next video, guys. Thanks for visiting today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner, guys.